I would like to leave this city. This old town don't smell too pretty, and I can feel the warning signs running around my mind. And when I leave this island, I book myself into a soul asylum, 'cause I can feel the warning signs running around my mind. So here I go, still scratching around in the same old hole. My body feels young, but my mind is very old. So what do you say? You can't give me the dreams in a mind anyway. Half the world away, half the world away, half the world away. I've been lost, I've been found, but I don't feel bad.
Good day, good evening, good afternoon or good morning, wherever you are in the world. You're listening to the Half the World Away Celtic podcast from Hail Hail Media. My name's Kevin O'Neill and I'm based in Mandurah, Western Australia, originally from Coatbridge. And as always, I'm joined all the way over the other side of the country in Melbourne, Victoria, by my good friend and the housewife's favourite, Mr. Patrick Close. G'day, Pat.
You just won't let that drop, will you? You just will not let it.
I will not let it lie.
Good evening, Kevin. How are we?
Good evening. I'm okay, mate. I'm okay. I had a bit of sad news yesterday when I was made redundant from my gainful employment.
Well,
but I'm staying on the bright side.
Well, so much for the. Do you want to talk about it? Let's see how we go. We're 2 minutes and 20 seconds into the podcast, and you've let it slip already.
I'll let it slip. But yeah, I might as well. Why not? There's no point in dwelling on it. But anyway,
get the elephant in the house out there.
I'm staying positive. I've already got a couple of applications away and a few irons in the fire as well. So hopefully I'll find something sooner rather than later. And that'll be that. But anyway, we're not here to talk about Kev being redundant.
Is this the wrong time to ask about Spreaker subs at the moment, or is it the wrong time? Or should we talk?
It's the wrong time, Patrick. Yeah, and stick your
too soon. Too soon.
That's way down the list of the budget priorities. But yes, no. Hopefully, it's not going to be too long a situation for me, and I'll be back in gainful employment soon. But anyway, as they say, the show must go on. And the show will go on tonight because we're also joined all the way up in Osaka, Japan by our good friend Mr. Liam Carrigan. G'day, Liam.
G'day. Kevin, unfortunately I lost my part-time job this week as well. I had this great wee gig working in a circumcision clinic.
Oh.
But my hand slipped and I got the sack.
Oh. It's the way you tell him, Liam. It's the way you tell him. Liam has been practising that gag for the last 3 hours, folks. No, that was just off the cuff, wasn't it, Liam? Not bad delivery either, mate. Fair play to Liam. Are you all good, sir, up in Japan?
Aye, it's all good.
That's good, mate, that's good. Now, we're also joined in the studio in Mandurah, Western Australia by James Jimmy Malcolmson. G'day, Jim.
G-Day, mate.
G-Day. How are you?
Aye, pretty good. And unlike yourself, I've just finished my first week at a new job.
Yes, Jim has now actually.
I've got a job now.
Jim's been unemployed since he came down from Geraldton to Mandurah, but Jim's now got a job, and I'm now on the unemployment scrap heap. So it's swings and roundabouts.
Maybe we should just start a pub or something.
Swings and roundabouts in old Mandurah town. Well, we've talked about the pub thing before. You never know.
That's like
exclusively sell Heineken, Guinness, Jameson's.
Yes, and ball bags from Japan.
Potentially.
Ball bags of nuts.
So anyway, we're here nonetheless, and thanks to Graham from Beyond the Waves actually for managing to tweet that we were live before we could tweet that we were live. Thanks, Graham, because we were struggling to do that actually, but I think Pat's got too much to do anyway as producer of this show. But with my technical incompetence, I couldn't manage to get the tweet link thing sent out. But thanks to Graham from Beyond the Waves for doing that. Have you managed to tweet something out now, Pat, while I've been rambling?
Yes, I have. Yep. Hopefully.
Wonderful. Right, so anyway, the best way, if you want to get involved with the show tonight, you can do. There's only, I guess, the three of us, well, there's 4 of us here, but there's 3 kind of lines on the Skype thing tonight. So if you do want to maybe interact with us tonight, you can Skype us on Half the World 88 if you want to come on and talk about the stuff we will be talking about in the show, most notably the last couple of games. But also you can, if you want to interact via Twitter, you can obviously do that on there as well, and it's at Half the World 88. That's at Half the World 88. Or you can also leave your comments or questions in the Spreaker chat room, and Pat will try and keep his eye out on that for us as usual as well. So there we go. That's
straight off the press.
Oh.
Hello to some weird guy in the chat rooms already. Say hello.
Oh, hello.
A guy called Martin Kelly.
Martin Kelly. He said he was too busy tonight.
Yeah, no, I'm really tired. I'm not feeling very well. Jesus crikey, seriously. What's the guy all about? Just can't get the staff, Kev, these days, can you? Can't get the staff.
You can't get the staff. You can't get the staff. That's what the boys had said to me when they made me redundant. The bastards. Anyway.
Actually, Kev,
I hope you're enjoying the show in the chat room.
No, before I need to ask you this. Did you watch any of the soccer tonight on the telly?
Yeah, I did.
Did you see the goal?
2 goals. The 2 goals were fantastic.
The 2 goals are amazing.
Really,
Kev,
yeah.
I have to check this right. So the ball is a bit of a, I guess, like a pass back to the keeper. Keeper rushes out to maybe the penalty spot, clears the ball away, kind of rushed clearance to about 40-45 yards for goal. Sydney player, Sydney City, Sydney City or Sydney whatever. Chests the ball down, half volley, smacks it from 45 yards.
Oof.
Boom, straight in.
Who were they playing?
Brisbane.
Oh, right, okay.
Did you see the second goal?
I did, yeah, it was a cracker as well.
Kind of similar.
Like 2 screamers. Because that's, I was actually thinking when I was watching these games. Honestly, both goals absolutely cracking, right? And there's this thing I've kind of always thought that the A-League, so A-League's the Australian league, soccer league, and it's I guess I've always thought of it as being sort of lower league, lower kind of Premier League, Scottish Premier League kind of quality. But some of the games and some of the play you see, you think to yourself, do you know what? Have they actually gone by us in the Scottish Premier League?
Yeah. It's actually better now. Last season's a lot better than I've watched this since I came here. And like 2 years ago, I was like, it was absolute crap, but it's getting better.
Yeah, and it's a bit embarrassing, really. I reckon it's just getting to the point where, like, both of those teams tonight would have caused Celtic real serious problems. And just the fact their movement and their passing and the fact they took 2 goals. That, I mean, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of quality players in the Scottish Premier League, and there's probably that kind of fitness thing in terms of the Scottish League, and there's lots of running and stuff. And it's a lot faster, and maybe they couldn't cope with it. But just in terms of the quality,
because I don't think Brisbane would have. I don't think they played that well.
Well, it didn't. I'm just saying, just the fact some of the players you see. I mean, David Villa's here for anyone who doesn't know. He's here for a very kind of, I think he's only another 2 games.
Man, Melbourne City, isn't he?
So it's another 2 games or something like that. But then he's off ski. But just like guys, if they can get guys like that, kind of. The kind of high-profile players to come in for half a season and stuff, they'll do well. But like, I don't follow any of the teams. I'll be honest with you. I don't really have a team as such in the A-League. But and I don't have Foxtel, so I don't see all the games. Just the Friday night ones. It's on console telly.
Oh, are they? What did they show? What did they show those games on then, Pat?
It's on SBS.
On SBS, do they? Friday night.
Every Friday night. Yep. Every
Friday night. Okay. I thought it was just exclusive to Foxtel.
Well, you get the 5 games. There's on Foxtel 5 games.
Right, okay. Well, apologies to Liam and anybody else listening back in Scotland, because this has turned into an A-League podcast.
Can we just, while we're on that, then just mention a wee congratulations or a welcome to the world of soccer or football, the new Indian League. Because I watched the game last week, it was pretty good.
Oh, yes.
That's where Del Piero's playing now, Freddie Lundberg.
The Indian Premier.
The second game I watched last week, there's something like 80,000 a crowd.
It's
They're all
pretty
going crazy when they get a corner and all that. And I say, it was that's bad.
I watched the first 10 minutes of one of the games. When was it? Last week, and I only watched the first 10 minutes because I just wanted to see what the atmosphere was like for the build up to it and stuff like that. And it's all show busy stuff. Yeah. It's all mad. And I think the stadium only held about 35,000-40,000 anyway, but it was jam packed and it was mental though. Every time the home team went forward at all, you just hear them gradually getting louder and louder and all excitable. And then if their keeper makes a save and that, they go mental. It was kind of like what it used to be when you'd see the US playing their soccer, and they'd go mental when the keeper made a save and stuff like that. And it was a little bit like that.
Good. Welcome to the stage.
Welcome to the fray.
Well, let's put a Celtic twist on it then. Let's send Celtic to the Indian Premier League. That'll fucking dampen their spirits very damn quickly.
Let me get a few curries at half time and stuff like that. See the chips.
Well, I mean, all joking aside, one of the teams and I don't know, is it only one team in the league or are all the teams partnered up with other clubs? But you've got Atletico de Calcutta, who are partnership with. Obviously, Atletico Madrid, they wear the same strip and all the rest of it.
They've got a lot of Spanish players.
And they've got some Spanish players there, so they've obviously seen... I mean, what's the population in India? How many billion? There's a lot anyway, isn't there? Second largest population
people in India, there is bricks on the China wall.
There they are. There's a fact for you. But I mean, it's a huge market, so they've seen an opportunity to go in there. I think they had somebody involved in the setup of the actual league itself there as well in India, and it'll go the same as the cricket league did there. It's
Peter Reid, he manages one of the teams, and Stephen Pearson plays with him.
Oh right, okay. Good old Piero.
Mm-hmm.
He liked a good rebel song.
He took off as a sub last week. How embarrassing is that?
Anyway, right. Back to how long have we been?
So I'm going to take a punt here.
Have we actually mentioned Celtic yet?
Celtic.
We have. We just did. See, I reckon there's about approximately 1.252 billion people in India.
Get that from Wiki of the Pedia.
I just Google.
Or just the Pat's Heed.
I can give you the gross domestic product and the fertility rate as well if you want.
Yes, please.
The fertility rate is 2.5 births per woman. That was in 2012. The GDP is $1.877 trillion US.
On a GDP.
So anyway, I'm closing that window. It's not very interesting. Nice colours for a flag though. Anyway.
What a dirty water there, but.
Oh, actually, speaking of India, speaking of India, there is a Celtic link here. I need to tell you, I never told you this story last time. This was, I think, just the week before the last podcast. They had, so basically, if anyone doesn't know, the AFL Grand Final was a few weeks ago. And it was won by Hawthorn.
Aussie rules for you.
Aussie rules, Aussie rules football. So Hawthorn win, they're the premiers, so they beat Sydney. Sydney were the big favourites, they've got all the star players and stuff. So the next day at the MCG, they had an open day. And it was basically you can go in the park and all. Little did we know that the reason they kind of opened up is that on the following Monday they were ripping up the turf and relaying it and stuff like that. So they've kind of opened up the whole stadium. You can go in the dressing rooms and into it's kind of very exclusive kind of the MCC members and all that sort of stuff. So it was all kind of pretty cool. So I took it was a beautiful day. It was about 27, 28 degrees. Sun splitting the trees. Beautiful day. A nice spring day in Melbourne. So I thought I'll take the boys up to have a look around and. Sure enough, they had a great time. Taking their footies up and having a kick on the MCG, kicking a few goals and that sort of stuff. So here's me there with obviously it's a sunny day, pair of shorts, get the hoops on, off I go. Yeah. So I'm kind of having a kick with the boys on the MCG on the turf.
The hallowed turf.
The hallowed turf, really. And so I'm kind of got to the point the kids were just knackered. They've been playing for a couple of hours in the scorching sun. So started walking back, back to the car and stuff. And sure enough, what's standing right in the middle, in the centre of the centre square, is
a wee Indian guy wearing hoops.
A wee Indian guy wearing hoops.
Serious?
Yeah, there you go.
Seriously.
I was wondering where you were going with a 10-year sling there. So, but that
obviously,
was my guess.
I got my picture. I took a picture. I did a selfie, me and this guy. So anyway, I was having a nice chat with the guy. So I walked up and I goes, he's going, a Celtic fan. I was like, yeah. So having a chat to the guy, doesn't know anything about us. Never seen a Celtic game. Just like the hoops. That was it.
He just liked them. Did he buy them himself, or was he donated them or something?
No. He bought them himself, and it was